Good morning. It's Monday and I've been so incredibly like a busy bee this morning, like darting all over the place. We just had so much stuff everywhere. Like everywhere you looked, stuff needed to be put away. And I was just like zzz, going around like picking up things and moving it and putting it away. Opening boxes that have been sitting here from Amazon for days, like just all of the things. But I got all of that taken care of. Worked out, showered, got laundry, one load of laundry folded. The second one's in the dryer. Feels good. It feels real good because we were gone all weekend. So like we were just like in and out, and then just stuff was everywhere. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to Monday. We're gonna have eggs and toast for breakfast when children are ready to eat. It is 8:50. 3 are awake. 1 is asleep. 1 has eaten oatmeal. Layla ate her gluten-free oatmeal. The other 2 are not hungry yet. And as I said, 1's still sleeping. So I haven't had to make anything yet besides Layla's oatmeal. I don't know what we're gonna do for lunch. Well, I think we're just gonna do leftovers for lunch. I have leftover pizza still, and we still have lots of leftover hot dogs and a couple hot dog buns. So I wanna try to push that stuff before anything else. I have chicken cordon bleu on the menu today. Happy July. Today is July 1st for us, which starts our meal plan for the month because I finally made one. Finally. So that's what I have on there today is eggs and toast. I know I have something on there for lunch, but I'm going to skip it because we have leftovers. And then our dinner on there is chicken cordon bleu, rice, and peas. I don't really feel like making it. I don't feel like eating it. But you know what's funny about every time that I say that? Every time I'm like, I really don't feel like making this, or like I'll skip the meal multiple times in my meal plan, and then eventually I'll end up making it because I haven't wanted to. I'm like, I don't feel like it. Then when I'm sitting down eating it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I made this. So even though I don't feel like it, I know once I do it, I'll be glad that I did it. So it's just one of those things. So that's the plan, is to make that. I don't feel like it. It could change, but we'll see. I also pulled out a roast for tomorrow night's dinner. So we're not having a roast, but I need the meat. I'm gonna have shredded meat, so I'm gonna have to cook that in the slow cooker tomorrow. That way we have that for dinner. So I prepped that, which is exciting because I feel like I'm finally excited about this meal plan because I finally have some kind of clue what's going on in the world. By in the world, I mean in my home. Today we have somebody coming. Our friend owns his own heating and air conditioning company, and we had him come out a couple years ago when the AC broke. He's actually come out here almost every year besides this year to like add Freon and do all the things the first 2 years we lived here, and then the AC, the third year he was like, yeah, I can't, it won't fix anymore. You need to replace it. It'll be $6,000. So we're having him back out today to see if it's still going to be $6,000, if it went up, whatever. So he's going to come give us another price, another quote, and we're going to see about doing it. So the thing is like when it comes to purchases like this, we tend to steer clear because we don't like debt. Like we use credit cards every month, only to earn points. They're always paid off every month. We never carry the balance over. We only put on there what we can afford to pay off, kind of thing. Unless there like some emergency comes up or something, but that's very rare. But we try to live debt-free besides, obviously our mortgage and now the truck payment. But other than that, we try to pay cash for everything. So I don't know specifically about this because I don't know if we're gonna do it. I don't know if we do. I just don't know at the moment. But we want to get a price range and see if it's gone up, if it's still $6,000, what it's gonna be to get them replaced. Because the thing is, he said that they're so old, they don't make the parts anymore. They don't make the Freon anymore or anything. So the only thing we can do is update it. So we'll see what happens. So I'm making some more tea. Here's the meat that I have out, chicken and some beef for tomorrow. And I don't know if I said it, but this morning I did a workout. I bring my yoga mat in here to do my workouts because there's just so much more space. I just do like 10-minute workouts I find on YouTube or usually something like that. Not yoga, I don't do yoga, but just full body workout kind of things. But we have hard floors, so I just bought a yoga mat for that reason. And I'm so thankful I did, because before I was just using blankets. Like I would lay a blanket down, whether in here or in there, and it would slide. So I finally got myself a yoga mat. I'll try to remember to link it. I got an extra thick one, an Amazon Basics brand. Just, you know, I just needed something to throw on the floor that wasn't gonna slide around. That was padded, because our floors are hard, and it did not feel good to not have something underneath of me. All right, so we're gonna start making some breakfast. The kids are hungry. Wilder wanted oatmeal too, so he and Layla are eating oatmeal. He's on his second pack. Layla's finishing up hers. She didn't finish the whole thing earlier, and now she wants it. So I'm gonna make up some eggs for me, Ash, and Everly. Probably make Gary some for work tomorrow too. Okay, so our friend just left. So now we have to wait for a quote for him to work up the price and stuff. But I'm gonna sit down, and I'm trying to even think and do things at the same time. I need to print out our 50 states unit papers for today, and then we're gonna sit down and do a couple states today, and then we're gonna have some lunch, and then who knows what we're gonna do. It is beautiful outside today. It is so perfect. It's windy. It's not hot. It is just amazing. And I told him while I was here, I was like, man, if summer would just stay like this, I wouldn't even need AC. It is so nice outside today. So we've done New England, the Mid-Atlantic, the South, the Midwest. Did we do all of the Midwest? I think we did. So now I think we're gonna move on to Southwest, then we'll do Mountain, and then Pacific, and then we'll be done. So we've been outside for a while. It is so nice outside. Just came in to kind of reset, maybe get a little snack, put some laundry away, and then we're gonna head back outside because it is just beautiful. It's so nice to be out there and not immediately want to turn around and come back in because it's so hot. So for lunch or snack today, this is not lunch, we're doing guacamole, chips, and some grapes. So I just remembered that I haven't printed my planner for this year. I have the Gather Round planner, the PDF and I can print it every year. So I am getting this printed and I just selected all the pages I want, and then we are now headed back outside while this prints. I just brought my Kindle outside. I'm gonna sit and watch the doggies and the chickens and the ducks and everything, and the kiddos play out here and try to get a tan. So for dinner, I am going to make the chicken cordon bleu. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just get some breadcrumbs and seasoning together. I'm not ready to make dinner, but I was just getting everything out, making sure I had everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up while I have it out. And then later we'll do the rice in the Instant Pot and just heat up some peas. And I don't know, I'll share how I'm gonna make this. I don't follow a recipe, I just kind of wing it and throw things together. But let me show you. So in here, I just have panko breadcrumbs. I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning. And some garlic powder.
Mom, you said that should be
Mm-hmm. Over here, son. And that's going to be the coating. First thing I'm going to do, I'm using these chicken cutlets just because they are very thin, and that's what I want for this meal. So it's like the perfect thing. I'm just going to season both sides with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. That is my first step. And I put some eggs in here. This is not a Layla friendly meal. Well, the meat isn't. She can have the rice and the peas. So I'm gonna give her I'll give her a choice of, I don't even know what she's gonna want, but I'll ask her what she wants. She's probably gonna want pepperoni or salami because that's what she's been obsessed with lately. Or maybe I'll just give her some ham, but she probably won't want the ham. She'd probably just rather have pepperoni or salami. And then we still also have hot dogs too. So I'll give her something. We have some ham that Gary sliced up with our meat slicer. So I'm just gonna lay these out. Lay out some Swiss cheese. And then I'm just gonna fold them. Use a toothpick.
What you making right now, chicken? What? There's cheese in that?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of looks good though.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. So now we're gonna take, maybe I should pull these out first. Dip in the egg wash. Dip it in our breadcrumbs. And stick these back in. I have the oven preheating to 400 right now. This is one of those meals that I feel like I really dread making, like I was saying earlier. But then I always love when it's done. I don't know. I always feel like I try to make really simple meals that don't take a lot of time, but they're still good. But this is just one of those meals that takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it kind of thing. But also, my husband, when he has chicken cordon bleu, he likes Alfredo sauce on top. So we're also going to make up an Alfredo sauce on top for him to drizzle over the top. And it is really good. He turned me on to that. So we will be making up just a little Alfredo. I don't want a lot, obviously. We don't need a ton just to drizzle it, but it's really good. Especially if you eat it with rice. And then you have like the Alfredo sauce with the rice too. It's really, really good. So for our rice, we're gonna do rice, butter, bone broth, and then water. I'm gonna bake this chicken on 400 for like, I don't know, because it's very, very thin. So I'm thinking I'm gonna check it at 20 minutes and then see where we go from there. I'm also gonna heat up some butter beans that I had canned. And just some peas, like I said. And then we'll just salt and pepper these. I already threw some butter in the bottom of the pan because I already threw butter over here. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna do our Alfredo sauce over there. So, like I said, I'm not making much, so I just put in a little bit of butter, put butter in the rice, put butter in here, so all that's done. So I melted the butter. I'm gonna add some garlic. Salt and pepper. And I need to get a whisk. Let's see. Parmesan cheese. And some milk. All right, here's the chicken. I did 20 minutes and then I turned it off and left it in for another 3 while the rice finished cooking.
That looks amazing.
All right, here's the dinner that I always dread making, but always love, love, love to eat it. And it really didn't even take that long at all. So we just drizzle the Alfredo sauce over it. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's amazing. Look at all these ducks. That's y'all's pool now.
I was like, what? There's ducks there?
That's why it's popped. Dinner was so good. See, it's one of those things that I never feel like making, but it always ends up so good, and I'm so glad I made it. We all loved it. Gary packed the last little, well, I packed the last little bit for Gary for him to take to work tomorrow because it's one of his favorite meals. So we were all just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So very glad I did end up making it. It's one of those meals, I've had it on my board. I've been pushing it off. I don't know why I get like that. I don't know, but I just was not in the mood to make it. I was not in the mood to eat it. And I always know every time that happens and I do end up making it, it ends up being one of the best meals. I can't even explain it. Who knows? But it was delicious. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.